Welcome and greetings. Today we're doing an episode in a pretty weird thing, and I want to talk now about goal-making strategies for World of Warcraft. And my problem with most of the videos, almost most all of them, to be more precise, where people teach you how to make gold. You see, most people don't really talk about stuff. A lot of those goal-making videos are just clickbait, so you click it and you're happy, and the guy gets his views, and you learn a new strategy. The problem is that a lot of them are certainly all the same. You see, one goal-making strategy in World of Warcraft is to sell transmogs, which is nice and all, but I've seen that many people forget to mention that transmogs are a huge time investment into the game. First of all, to gather them. Second of all, to sell them. And you see, gathering might be okay. You might be lucky and get a few good ones. But if you want to sell them, you better be patient, because not everybody's gonna be looking for those mage weave sexy transmog that you think is gonna sell and make you a lot of money because you saw on YouTube. So be careful with transmogs. Another very interesting aspect is raw gold, which not many people get into that, and raw gold is, how to say it, more like peasant level farming gold. And I say that because Blizzard likes to detect fun and then proceed to just nerf it. Fun detected, fun avoided. Good day. Well, not for the players. It might be a good idea to start farming raids in Mist of Pandaria, Walls of Draenor, and Legion. Those might bring you some nice raw gold and some transmogs that might sell at some point, but it ain't gonna be that fast. Honestly, if you really want to make gold, I think YouTube is oversaturated with transmog ideas and transmogs and farms. And a lot of people really think that that's the goal-making solution. Though, if you look at the comments, not everybody's that happy with their solutions. And there's a whole lot of problems with this whole clickbaity thing that YouTube has in general. And right now, or I think since forever, making money is a good way to clickbait people into touching your video. Anyway, let's move on. Another problem I have with gold making videos is usually the aspect where people always go like, oh, you need a group for this. You put like 4 people or 5 people in these spots and they all farm. Yeah, good luck with that. Like I guarantee you, a lot of people won't have a group to just do this with. And for example, I think it was Goldmane, that stupid horse from Battle for Azeroth, which I don't really understand the value besides the drop rate, but whatever at this point. Like, that requires I've seen a video where it requires 4 or 5 people in a group to do it, and they never really mention what's in it for you or for the other players. Because if you can manage to gather 5 druids, that's always something that irks me. It's always druids. You always need druids. Oh, druids are farm machines. Well, not everybody likes playing druids, or plays druids for that matter of fact. Anyway, if you manage to get 4 druids to help you out and farm for it, you always risk hitting the possibility of those people not really caring that much about your side of the income and more about their own. Because if somebody gets it, then he can probably just drop in and keep them out or sell it. Of course, I think what those videos really want to say is the fact that you should be doing it with friends. But with World of Warcraft in the state that it is right now, yeah, I don't think many people have that big of a group of friends to start doing it with. But maybe I'm just wrong. people might have it. But as more of a solo player, I really find it weird when it goes like, okay, you need a group of 4 people to stand here and spam this. No. Nah, that's not for me. And I think that's not for a lot of people. Now, to move on to another topic that I have a problem with gold farming videos in World of Warcraft is, dude, there's a lot of transmog videos. There's a lot of videos about high drop rate farms and stuff. I don't think the internet needs more. I made 77k gold in, what was it, by farming something in Mist of Pandaria, and there's some, I don't know, stupid transmog that makes it look like a frog person or a murloc person. So that would be quite nice to look like a murloc. So yeah, it's this oversaturation of basically content that's there. Yeah, that's kind of awful. Now, you see, most people really make gold through questing. Like, I think that's a huge percent of where people make their gold before they start doing gold farming strategies and ideas. And in the beginning, you're not gonna have a lot of gold. Let's be honest. If you go to WoW Economy, which is a subreddit, which is a pretty nice subreddit, you might learn a few things. Don't expect to know everything. Of course, the moneymakers won't tell you how they make their gold. And right now, there could possibly be a raw gold farm that I just don't know about. And I really didn't care enough to search or talk to people around to see. I was like, nah. Oh well. They nerfed everything. So yeah, go on WoW Economy if you really want to look for stuff on how to make gold. Again, it's gonna help a little. It's not gonna be this grace of things where you get every information you need and now you became a goblin. Nah, the goblins are happy being goblins by themselves. But they are willing to help you. At least a few pointers here and there to know what to do. The Undermine Journal, I don't think I saw something that really teaches you how to use it to its maximum potential. In fact, I didn't really care much about that add-on. I think it would be a good idea to talk about some goal strategies that I have. You know, I'll put this. My problem with the World of Warcraft goal making videos and how to farm gold, in my honest opinion, which is the only method that will really seem to work for me and a lot of people. Now, I don't really see a lot of big videos talking about this, but you could always just get herbalism and mine stones. It is basic, simple, easy. There are a few routes you could go. There's one next to Maldraxxus. There's one in the top left corner of Revendreth in form of a triangle. You'll know because all the mobs are kind of like are elite mobs. That's always possible, and I really think that this one with the videos where they talk about herbalism and mining rocks they seem always closest to the truth, because those will always be in demand. The prices indeed might change. For example, on my server, Widowbloom sold at some point at 150 gold a piece, and I think now it's like 50 gold a piece, something along the lines. So yeah, better stick to that if you really want to farm gold and you don't want to wait months to sell your transmogs or waste a lot of hours. The advantage of doing herbalism and mining is simple. It's quicker, and you just put it on the auction house, and at some point they'll sell. Sure, there might be some goblins stuck in a undercutting war, but at the end of the day, you invested only time, and if you're willing to repost it in a day or two, there's no problem with that. Now, since I'm talked about herbals, I want to talk about something else. And this expansion has a lot of good things when it comes to gold making. Well, a lot of good things. You understand the sarcasms, I hope. If you want to make gold, besides mining herbs and mining herbs, picking herbs and mining stones, you could always do the covenant things. Those rack in pretty good gold. And if you do 3 of them at once, you can go over like 5,000 gold. That's always good. The tributes. Yeah, the tributes, the callings. You can always do that and you get the tribute of something. And then you can sell what you get in that one. Another funny thing is the adventure table always will have some gold missions for you. Always use them. Trust me, it might seem molecule because like 200 and something gold, 300 and something gold, and so on. But piece by piece, things add up. And also, the adventure table comes with something very nice: the caches. You see, while you're mining and herbing and you have your followers taking care of problems around the Shadowlands, if you send them on the cache missions, they will come back with things with the cache, and the cache will contain usually products that are mentioned, like adventurous herbalism cache, I think it was one of them, and you get flowers in it. So that just adds up to your already abundant collection of flowers. If you're like me and you like picking flowers in general, not remotely to make money. And also remember an important thing: items. Adventure tables always come with items. Like, the items might be good and you might use them, and more power to you if you can use them. I found a lot of them to be useless at my current score, and they're not a huge gold making strategy to sell them. Vendor them, I mean, because they're soulbound. But it's quite a good way to make 50, 100 gold, Just maybe enough to get your repairs at what I say would be a pretty decent cost. So yeah, while making videos. While go making videos. There's a lot of them. Most of them sell you nothing besides concept that you might already know already. They never really mention the truth that, transmogs take a lot of time. Some of them don't. I've really met a person that really told its audience that this will take a time to sell, so I really appreciate that. It's being honest and truthful, and I think that's what many so-called goblins that try to teach you how to make a lot of money in this game don't really go over. You need patience for that, and you need to be willing to just accept the fact that it might take months before you sell your sexy mog. Just gonna have to wait a bit. As for me, I've told you my strategies. It's quick, fun, and I like picking flowers. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Nah, that's it. Just avoid clickbait. When you see a video not mentioning some stuff, be sure that they just want the clicks and they don't really care about you making the gold. In fact, there's a high possibility that they might just be doing this to screw you over in the long run. But hey, that's a conspiracy theory at this point. Thank you for watching.